Hey everybody, it's Brandon Soriano in the back room of Norman's Rare Guitars for an all-new episode of Guitar of the Day. And today, it's Thumpin' Thursday with my good friend Clark Sims.
Hey!
Hey!
Whoa!
Hey!
What's good, guys?
Wow. Clark's back. We know how much you guys love Clark on this show, so we're bringing him back. And how you been, bro?
Good, bro. Just been busy recording songs for this album.
Oh, cool.
Been busy, my guy.
Yeah, sweet. He's recording. If you ever need a bass player for hire, Clark is here.
Hit me.
He's the guy. I know I'm going to be hiring you pretty soon, so
You've been saying it.
Yeah. Got to get on it.
That was so mean. Wait,
That's right.
wait.
Yeah, whatever, man. I guess. I don't know.
Oh.
Hey, we got a cool bass today.
We do.
We've got a very cool bass.
The coolest,
today.
bro.
From 1964.
Bow.
This is a Fender jazz bass.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh my
so
god.
64, what a time. What a time for Fender. This is a fun one for a few reasons, but first let's just admire it. Look at that.
Clean.
Are you kidding me right now? 3-tone Sunburst.
It's like a clown burst, kind of.
Look at Jen using the terminology
Awesome.
on there.
No, it
I
is.
love
Look
that.
at
Fret
it.
nips.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Fenders don't have fret nibs. That's a Gibson thing. They don't clown me for that. That's what it's called. They're called fret nibs. Anyway, let's talk about this bass. All right, what's going on with Fender in 1964? 1964 is just before the CBS buyout. So in 1965, CBS, yes, the television company CBS, bought Fender, and they started making a bunch of changes, and that's sort of known as the CBS era. Pre-CBS Fenders are very desirable on the collector's market, on the player's market. They're great instruments, and it's really in the first realm of ownership for the company. It's before they were sold off. So that being said, we do have some transitional things going on here. Now, being a 64, we are still going to have the clay dot inlays as opposed to perloid or abalone or whatever you might see later. However, it's no longer a slab rosewood fingerboard. This is a round lamb fingerboard or a veneer fingerboard. That's what they call those. What that means is that the slice of rosewood that they use is thinner than it would be on an earlier slab board, and also the bottom of the fingerboard material on the rosewood is actually curved to the radius of the fingerboard, whereas a slab board is going to have a flat bottom. So, you know, that's one thing here. We do get the veneer board, but we're still on clay dots. You're going to see an L series plate on the back. So when the serial number starts with L, that's when you know you're sort of in the transition era, mid-60s. Back here, we've got our strap button on the back of the headstock still, and we do have the open geared tuners. Maple neck, of course. And then we have, this one has all the covers with it, which is really cool. Got the bridge cover and the bridge pickup cover, and then you've got the middle pickup cover. All the electronics are working great in this. It's a very nice example. The tortoise guard has really kept its color nicely too, and you get that little grip rest for if you're playing with your thumbs. And Clark, you were playing this one out there, and it sounded gnarly good.
It's really good. One of the best I've played, bro.
Yeah, and that's when he's saying that, you know, it's true, because Clark is, you can be picky with your basses, you know?
I am.
You've got to get a good one, and this is a good one for sure. We do have the white Tolex case.
Fancy.
What? This kind of looks like what Eric Johnson started using on his signature guitars. He does a lot of the white Tolex, which is cool. And then inside of here, nothing major, but we do have, you know, just like the key to the case, something like that. So I don't think I have the paperwork with this one, but it plays great. It sounds great. As far as I can tell, it's all original. And man, mid-60s Fender. What more could you want? Take it out front, Clark. Show us how it's done, buddy.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, Jen.
Hey everybody, Norm over here, and we've got our guest, Clark Sims, the Funk Father, and he really does it, man. He's one of the funkiest bass players ever, and he actually plays great guitar too. So, try to get him to do some of the cool basses that we have. This one's really exceptional. 64 jazz bass.
Yeah, the clay dot still. This is really, really cool. And it sounds really good. Great sounding jazz bass. Super clean. Let's get into it.
All right, funk out, my friend.
This is going to be both pickups all together. That's both pickups. Then we're gonna go to the front pickup. Yeah, nice little vibey tone. That's the front pickup. Nick, where you at? Hey, Nick is back. And we have one more friend.
Well. So let me just say, we got the Funk Father over here. And also, Nick is one of the funkiest rhythm guitar players I know. And so he's the Funk Mother. And so you have the Funk Father and the Funk Mother. But they're doing a tune that is very dear to me. People that know me know that I grew up in Miami, and my idol in Miami was Little Beaver, Willie Hale. And he was also one of Jaco Pastorius's idols too. Jaco loved Little Beaver. And Jaco did a tune on this one Little Beaver album. It's called I Can Dig It Baby. And Jaco came in and played bass with Beaver. There's chord changes in this tune, and from what I understand, when Jaco came in, Beaver said, let me tell you what the chord changes are and all that, and how it's going to go and all that. And Jaco said, don't worry about it, just play and I'll follow. And I think in one take he did this. But and it was also, I believe, the first tune that Jaco ever did when he pulled the frets out of his bass. So it's kind of a historic kind of thing. It's called I Can Dig It Baby, and it's Little Beaver, and it's out of Miami, and both those guys were from Miami. Yeah. And I grew up with Jaco, and I didn't know Little Beaver, but he was my idol down there. So,
full disclosure, I don't actually know those. There's some crazy little chord changes in there, so don't write it.
You don't need to know the changes. You just do like what Jaco did.
Who doesn't like a Little Beaver?
Ready?
Yeah.
you know, a lot of the music out of Miami, you know, because we were close to Jamaica, they would have some Jamaican kind of feel in there, and there's a bit of that in this tune. So you ought to check it out. Little Beaver, I Can Dig a Baby. Clark, the funk father right over here. Nick, the funk mother. Me, the fucked up something. I don't know.
Oh my god! Alright, bye!
Sorry, guys.
Bye!
Bye.